I say this every time, but hopefully the internet's okay. This time, I'd like to have a smooth live stream. That'd be nice. But today we're going to be talking about words to never say as a man. And uh, if you're under the age of 25, possibly 30, you might laugh at some of this because these words are modern words, which are made up, silly words. And if they're not made up, they're technically, they're not, most of them are not made up words, but their meanings in the way people use them today are made up. Which, of course, is going to happen with words, but these make zero sense and they're dumb. Two things I want to say. Um, One cool thing is that we are almost at 700 subscribers, and that is very, very cool. So, almost 2,000, and that's like the big first milestone, really. 500 is a pretty good one, but 1,000 is the big one. So, hopefully we get there pretty soon. But, what else was I gonna say? Oh, I don't remember. But anyway, this is gonna be about words that you should never say as men. And now I know that people today aren't going to speak like people did 100 years ago, and people 100 years ago didn't speak like people did 100 years before that, and that makes sense. The only thing is that there are so many words nowadays, and I have one, two, three, four, five, six, like six and a half that people use today often that have zero meaning, are very unprofessional, and frankly unmanly to use. I was speaking with my dad about this yesterday or 2 days ago. 2 days ago. And he was like, these sorts of words are like the emoticons of language. And that's exactly what they're like. And if more people come in, then I will restate these words because it's important. And I'll go over the definition of these words, which you might laugh, but that's okay. I'll laugh too because I think they're dumb. The first word is cap. This means like that's fake. That's not true. You're lying. That's what it means. It's a dumb new word that started to become popular about a year and a half, 2 years ago. It makes no sense. It's a dumb word. All these words are dumb. The second word, lit. This came about many more years ago, many more years before cap did. But this means like it's cool, it's awesome, it's fun. But you just have to keep in mind when I'm saying these out loud, it's not 10-year-olds saying this. It's not just 10-year-olds saying these words. It's 25-year-olds. People in college, people who are supposed to be adults saying these made up words. The next word, and this one makes me cringe every time I hear it, is hella. Hella. Like that's really, it means really. So that someone will say something like, that's hella cool. God, I can't even say that without smiling. It's so bad. You don't say these words. You don't. It's unmanly. Men do not say these words. Don't say cap. Don't say lit. Don't say hella. Next one. Don't say fire. Not an actual fire. To describe something that you find cool. Oh, that's fire. This drink is fire. This food is fire. Oh, that video game is fire. Oh, yeah, man, his vids are fire. No. No. As a man, you use proper words, proper grammar, real words that exist. You use words and their true definition. And you speak clearly. Though, I just want to say really quickly, where do these people actually get these words from? And I think this is very important. This is another reason why there's so many weak men, is rap. If you like rap, that's your thing. do whatever. I think men should be their own men, be individuals, do whatever they want, listen to whatever music they want, dress however they want, be their own man. However, with rap, people want to be cool. People want to be like the rappers. The hood rat guys who don't know how to use proper grammar, don't know how to speak properly, don't know what most words actually mean. Like you listen to them in interviews and they're using words that are not that don't make sense within that context at all because they don't know how to speak. But people try to be cool, and that's what's cool nowadays. So that's where that comes from, and it's dumb. It's wrong. And of course, within the past couple of years, the idea of idolizing certain minority groups has become much more popular. So it's enhanced people's desire to want to emulate those people. The next word, and this one is very bad too. This is a very new word, probably within the past year. Riz. Riz. Rizz. And it means you are good with women. That's what it means. You have Riz. You're good with women. What? What? I love how people just make up words that mean nothing. It's terrible. Anyway, last word is bad / baddie. And people use this to describe what a attractive woman is, or to describe an attractive woman is she's bad or she's a baddie. Makes me smile every time I say one of these things. And I'm sure, I know there's many more words like this, absolutely, that people use. And it's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous because it's not proper English. Imagine this. All these men, young men, 16 to 25, they are all in high school or college, most likely, and they're using these words constantly. Unprofessional, unmanly words. What do you think is going to happen? So many young men are unemployed nowadays because they don't want to do anything. But what do you think would happen if they went into a professional workspace or even started their own company and they spoke using these words? They wouldn't get hired unless it was by someone else that spoke like that. And they wouldn't get any clients for their company. That's just how it would be, unless it was other kids that spoke like that. It's terrible. And like I said at the beginning of the stream, you don't have to talk like you're from 1910, where you are. The average person back then was so much better at speaking properly, using proper grammar, using real words to speak. Well, you don't have to speak like you're from 1910, England in 1910. You just have to use real words and words that don't degrade you as a man. And all these words are degrading. Imagine you are around some men you admire, and you are using the words cap, lit, hella, fire, riz, bad, and baddie. What do you think they're going to think? Who's this guy? That's what they're going to think. They're not going to go, oh, he is an admirable man. Absolutely not. And that's why language is so important because, and that's why I'm making these live streams based on this sort of topic. It's because we made one live stream about how to dress as a man, where I basically said, just don't dress like everybody else nowadays. Do your own thing, learn what you like, and be your own man. Now it's about language, and next it's going to be about interacting with people as a man, like a man. So, you just want to come across as a man. And like I said in the How to Dress Like a Man video, you can dress however you want to dress. I said I respect people who dress in like they're in 2050 wearing tech wear more than I do the guys who dress like everyone else wearing sweatpants, a hoodie, a jersey for a specific sports team, a chain, and a baseball cap. I absolutely respect that more. So, just be your own man. But also, there's a baseline of speaking properly. So, anyway, guys, I don't think I have too much to say about this, except for the fact that if you do speak properly, if you do speak like you are your own person, which again, all these guys, all these modern guys, can't even call them men, they are all average, actually way below average in terms of men in the last average men in the last 200 300 years, even 1,000 maybe, they are below average in terms of being men, way below average. So they're doing all these things that are the exact same. They're speaking this way using these words: caplet, hella, fire, riz, bad, and baddie. They are dressing the same like they're bums. They're interacting people like they're children. So what if you did the exact opposite? What if you spoke like you were your own man? You had some sort of conviction as your own man. And there was a noticeable strength to your integrity as a man. What if you did that instead? How would that affect people? Well, it would have a crazy effect on people if you acted as your own man and spoke as your own man, like your own man. Because then you would be your own man. So, yeah, we had the how to dress as a man video, this video, and then next is going to be the how to interact with people as a man live stream. Which these are all pretty short, but they're basic things where I'm just trying to help people out because I notice people using these words, for example, and they're all the same, all the same. Carbon copies of one another. You want to be a man, you want to stand out, and standing out, especially, like, I understand, not nice. I'm an extreme introvert. I don't like standing out, but I also like being my own man. And to me, that's more important than fitting in with everyone else. Way more important. So if you do that, if you speak properly, don't use dumb words that everyone uses today that don't actually mean anything. Use words that have meaning. Because when you use words that have meaning and you mean it, that shows a lot to people. That shows a lot to people. I mean, this is something that Teddy Roosevelt was so good at in his political speeches, because there was so much passion and meaning behind the words he said that he could really bring up a crowd of people into listening to him, actually listening to him. And that's another thing. Great men get people to listen to them. They're not trying to make them listen to them, not trying to control them, not trying to force them. They just have this sense about them that they know what they're doing. And that's why words are so important. The words you use are so important because you have to be intentional. Great men are always intentional. They're intentional with how they dress, how they act, how they speak, and what they do. Well, I guess act and do, same thing. They're intentional. And that's the important thing. You have to be intentional. There's not much intention behind words like cap, lit, hella, fire, riz, bad, and baddie, because the only intention behind that is really the hidden intention of being like everyone else and being a loser. That's the only intention behind those words. But behind these modern, made-up words that are so ridiculous. But anyway, just to close things off, be your own man. Have intention with everything you do, every day, with how you dress, how you act, and how you speak. Anyway, guys, that's it for today's stream. Tomorrow is going to be about how to interact with people as a man, and mostly just how to greet people, and like meeting new people and just interacting with them a little bit. That's going to be the main idea of tomorrow's live stream. So, but yeah, just once again, the words I went over, which there's many more: cap, lit, hella, fire, riz, bad, and baddie. Um, I will try, brother. Have a good day from England. Thank you, Harry. I hope you have a good day too. What's up, Barb? How's it going? I've not seen you guys in here before, so it's good to have you guys. But yeah, that's it. Be your own man. Have intention.